Greetings to you, good people, and welcome to Wafu TV. Wafu TV is where we do all to entice you to love elementary mathematics, which we believe is the basis for you to be able to study science and technology, which of course is the future of the global economy today. Before we continue with what we have for you today, we just want to remind you that you can be part of our project this year to support underprivileged learners in local communities. By the end of the lesson today, we're going to provide you with a link, and of course, you can also find it in a description where you will view the full project and identify in which aspect you can be of help. We count on you, and we believe that you want to put a smile on a sad face somewhere. In today's lesson, we are going to continue with irregular shapes, the area of irregular shapes. By the end of the lesson today, you should be able to identify hidden shapes in irregular shape, identify the missing side, and of course, find the total surface area. For better understanding, we are going to go straight to solving some examples so that you'll be able to do this easily. As you can see on the board, we have this irregular shape. And in our last lesson, we said to be able to find the area of this irregular shape, we must make the irregular shape regular. So we're going to use dotted lines, either vertical dotted lines or horizontal dotted lines, to divide this irregular shape into regular shapes. And we move further to calculate the various areas of the different shapes. At the end of it all, we put all together to find the total surface area of this shape. So we're going to use, in this case, vertical dotted lines to connect. We're going to list this A, this B, and this C. And before we go into solving, it's good we should find the missing side so that we will be able to calculate these areas. For A, we have this side, but we don't have this side. And to find this side, we're going to add 3, 4, and 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 3 is 13 centimeters. For B, we have this side, which is 5, but we don't have this side. And to have this side, we're going to add 4 and 6, which is 10 centimeters. And for C, we have this side, and we have this side. So for C, it's okay. Now let's move into solving for the area of each of the shapes. Area of A is equal to, so our length here is 13 times the width, which is 12. And here our answer will be 156 centimeters square. Area of B will be equal to, B we have a longer side and a shorter side. The longer side is 10 and the shorter side is 5. 10 times 5 is 50 centimeters square. And C, area of C. Here we have a longer side and a shorter side. The longer side is 7 and the shorter side is 6. So 7 times 6 is 42 centimeters square. Therefore, total surface area will be equal to 156 plus 50 plus 42. This will give us 248 centimeters square. So in this example, this is what you're supposed to do to find the total surface area of this shape. Let's move to the second example. In our second example, it says, study this shape carefully and find the total surface area. For us to be able to do this, we're going to do the same as we did here by sharing or dividing this into regular shapes, finding the missing side, then calculating the area of the various shapes separately, and at the end put all together to find the total surface area. So we use vertical dotted lines to separate or to share this irregular shape into regular shapes. We can do this. We letter this A, this B, this C, and this D. Let's find the missing side so that when calculating the area of the various shapes will not have issues. For A, we do not have the longer side or the shorter side. So to find this side, we're going to use this. If this is 3, then this should be 3 millimeters and this 3 millimeters. If this is 4, then this should be 4 millimeters as well. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 4, 14, and 14 plus 3 is 17. This long side will be 17 millimeters. The shorter side, all across, is 13 millimeters, and from here to this is 10. So 13 take away 10 is going to give us this to be 3 millimeters. For C, we have this side already, and if this is 10, then this should be 10 as well. And as well, this should be 10 millimeters. With all this, we can calculate the area of the various shapes. Let's do it together here. Area of A equal to 17 times 3, which is equal to 51 millimeters square. Area of B, the longer side is 10 and the shorter side is 3. 10 times 3, 30 millimeters square. Area of C, let's go back to the shape. The longer side is 10 and the shorter side is 3. So this will be 10 times 3, which is 30 millimeters square. And area of D. D is equally not this 13, but we take this side, which is 10, and the shorter side is 3. 10 times 3 equal to 30 millimeters square. Therefore, the total surface area will be equal to all this: 51 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30. This will give us a total of 141 millimeters square. So this is the total surface area of this shape. Let's move on to the last example for the day and see which shape is there to calculate the total surface area. Here is our last shape for the day. It says, what is the total surface area of this shape? This is a very irregular shape. So let's use our horizontal or vertical dotted lines to make it regular or divide into regular shapes. Here we'll go horizontal and we will letter this A, this B, and this C. Let's find the missing side. Of A, we know this side already, but we don't know this side because 6 is all right down. So this is what we're going to do to find this side. If from here to here is 6 and from here to here is 4, then from here to here will equally be 4 decimeters. Of B, we do not know all across and we do not know this. If from here to here is 6 and from here to here is 4, then the remaining will be 2 decimeters. So from here to here will be 2. If from here to here is 5 and from here to here is 3, then we can add all across to be 8 decimeters. So all this will be 8 decimeters. A, we know this and we know the width. For C, we know this is already 4 and this should be 5, identical to this, 5 decimeters. So with these dimensions, we can be able now to calculate the area of the different shapes. Area of A. A is a rectangle. There is a longer side, which is 5, and there is a shorter side, 4. 5 times 4, which is 20 decimeters square. Area of B. B has a longer side, 8, and a shorter side, 2. 8 times 2, which is 16 decimeters square. Area of C. C is identical to A, that is 5 by 4. 5 times 4, which is 20 decimeters square. Therefore, total area will be equal to 20 plus 16 plus 20. And if you add this well, it's going to give us 56 decimeters square. So this is it for the area of this irregular shape. And if you picked up something today, this is all we had for you. Don't forget to watch the video and see the project we have for this year and identify in which aspect you can come in to support this initiative. This will be our last lesson on two-dimensional shapes, and our next lesson will be the commencement of 3D shapes. Do not miss this as we are going to start with cubes. See you in our next lesson. Goodbye.